Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This is from lawandcrime.com. It says Trump is given a deadline to produce DNA in E. Jean Carroll's defamation lawsuit. This article was done by Colin Combacker. If I pronounced that wrong, then my apologies. The article starts off by saying that President Donald Trump was given a series of deadlines to produce his DNA and other evidence as part of a mandatory discovery in an ongoing defamation lawsuit on Monday. E. Jean Carroll is an author and advised columnist who accused 45 of assaulting her. Sometimes late in 1995 or early to 1996, she initially made the accusation one of over 20 sexual complaints, allegations against Trump during the summer of 2019. Trump later denied the accusations in an interview with The Hill, and Carroll subsequently sued for defamation in New York. A letter sent by Carroll's attorney notes the prior deadline for the production of the DNA evidence were put on hold by an appeals court pending the outcome of the decision in a smaller case filed by the former apprentice contestant Summer Zorvels, who alleged that Trump assaulted her in 2007. As a result of the decision, the relevant deadlines in the court's preliminary conference orders date December 12, 2020 are no longer temporarily stayed. The letter sent to Trump attorney Mark Kazowicz notes the letter sets forth our understanding of the current status of this case and the discovery in the new case as a result of the court's recent decision. The appeals court previously pushed back the relevant discovery deadline for a prior comprising the amount of time from January 31st, 2020 to the date of the court decision on the defendant's motion to stay, plus 5 business days. Trump's defense team had requested a temporary hold on August 7th. The New York Supreme Court said the hold should expire before then. Judge Vernon Saunders determined that a recent landmark U.S. Supreme Court ruling had forced the state's court hand to decide in favor of the plaintiff. The ruling was the result of a subpoena for the 45th president's financial records filed by the Manhattan District Attorney's Cyrus Vance. This court construes the holding in Vance applicable to all state court proceedings in which a sitting president is involved, including those involving his or her unofficial/personal conduct, Saunders said. We are now eager to move forward with discovery so that we can prove that Donald Trump defamed E. Jean Carroll when he lied about her in connection with a brave decision to tell the truth about the fact that Donald Trump had violated her, Carroll's attorney Roberta Kaplan said last week. The upshot of the state's ruling is that the parties in the defamation lawsuit will now commence with discovery while while still more or less abiding by the original time frame from the pause. Since the state was extinguished on April 7th, Discovery production must now be back on by August 14th, 2020, which is actually tomorrow, because that's when the 5 business days requirement is up. Trump could, however, appeal the state Supreme Court August 7th ruling. Trump's deadline to respond to Carroll's second set of document requests, originally on January the 30th, 2020, is now August the 14th, 2020, and the date set by Carroll's first notice to submit physical examination, originally on March 2nd, 2020, is now September 15th, 2020. Kaplan wrote on Monday, "We can be flexible with respect to the location and method of obtaining Trump's DNA sample in order to accommodate security needs or other issues. Please let us know if you would like to discuss." The letter also rubs Trump's nose in Vance's decision, because the United States Supreme Court has made it clear that presidents are not exempt from giving testimony in civil cases. We fully expect the defendant will testify in a timely manner. President Clinton made time to testify under oath about allegations of harassment, and so President Trump can surely make time to testify about allegations of violations and defamation. His testimony about what he did and what he said will strike to the very heart of the case, and offer evidence that cannot be obtained from any other source. He is obviously required to provide it. We are hopeful that Trump now recognizes, as Judge Saunders, that Trump versus Vance leaves no doubt that his claim to presidential immunity necessarily fails. The letter concludes, "If you intend to appeal Judge Saunders' decision to the First Department, however, please let us know when you would like to meet and confer about such an appeal." Okay? And this is the actual letter. And this is the actual letter right here. You can pause and read that for yourself. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can do you one better. Okay, you can't open it. Okay. So you gotta read it as is. And that is basically the letter. That's Exhibit A. We're going to keep on moving down. The Supreme Court of the State of New York. As you can see, everything. Let me see if I can open this up for you. And they give you the option to download it, but I'm not going to do that. But I will show you this. The be honest with you, I'm not surprised by this, not at all, not by any stretch of the law. Or imagine, I'm not surprised. It's been a number of things that he's been able to get away with, and it seems like everything is just coming to pass or manifesting itself at this time in his life. You can go read the article yourself. This is lawandcrime.com. Not many news outlets are going to speak about this. I do remember earlier on when everything started coming out with the Stormy Daniels thing. There was rumblings of this case. There was also rumblings about a adolescent girl who had an encounter as well. Both of those stories basically took a back burner to everything else that was going on, because you got to understand there was a lot of stuff going on. He was impeached, and then the Rona hit, and everybody's dealing with that. So it was a lot of factors, and the reason why this got pushed to the back of the the news cycle. But like I said, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. This is not the only case. There are several cases that's pending against him for things of this nature in very different situations, but kind of like the same MO. So let me know what you think down at the bottom in the comments section. Please let me know. I would love to hear from you. It's just amazing. Well, not amazing. It's deeply troubling to know that we have a person that's in office that will use any law and loophole allowable in a man with his position to quote unquote right his wrongs and to make a mockery of the United States justice system. And people allow him to do it. But the thing that keeps popping in my head that they keep saying is no one is above the law. Well, until they prove me wrong by convicting him on something that he is truly and honestly guilty of, that's just one more reason for me to doubt the criminal justice system, whether it be the lower level courts or whether it be all the way to the Supreme Court. So that's just my opinion, but I will talk to you guys later on.